good morning. I hope you're feeling blessed and refreshed. I'm back again with another one, and today I'll be cleaning my dirty stove. Originally, I had planned on talking through this video in real time, but there was too much background noise, so I went ahead and removed that, and we'll just get back to my voiceover. So what I've done is I went ahead and took out an old bowl, and then I put the little covers inside of that bowl, and I soaked them with bleach, and then I went in with some baking soda on top and let them sit. If you didn't know, that's the absolute best deep cleaning solution is to put white vinegar together with baking soda. So I had those soaking for about an hour or two, and then I went back, and now I'm going ahead and wiping down my stove right now. So as you all know, you can replace these little burner cover things. You can replace those. You can pick them up at Walmart, Target, or anywhere. I think they're about $12 for a set of two, and I could have easily done that, but I thought it would be a challenge. I thought it would be interesting to try to go through and clean them as much as I could. So I'm gonna just show y'all how it came out. So as you can see, I took the knobs off the stove. I soaked the knobs as well. Most stoves do the same. My stove in particular is an older school hot point, and we've been at this house for about 3 years, so you know, as much cooking as I do, these burners get pretty dirty, and it would get pretty expensive to try to go and replace them every time I want to clean the stove. So I'm gonna just put together a few products and put a little elbow grease, and we're gonna get that thing clean. So as you're cleaning, you guys, don't forget to bend down and get underneath and in the crevices and everything, because as you know, if you cook as much as I do, this top can get greasy and it could just get super dirty if you're not careful. So yeah, and later on here, you're gonna see me open up the stove, and you're gonna see how I keep the inside of the stove clean. Not only the top, but you know, as you cook, stuff falls through the burners too, and it falls underneath. Where does it fall? It falls into the stove, which makes you have to clean it out more often. So I'm going to show you my trick to keeping the inside of the stove clean as well. So now that I got it, all the crumbs off and wiped it off real good, I'm going to go in with my pink stuff. I actually bought this off of Amazon.com, and they have the spray con as well. I'll be sure to link it down below. But this stuff, y'all, it works wonders. It is kind of gritty, so you got to be careful on the surfaces that you put it on, but it works perfect for the stove. I like it because as soon as you apply it, you can start scrubbing, and whatever mess you're working with comes right on up. So yeah, this is what I use to get the brown spots, the grease, the built up grease off of my stove. And I appreciate you guys so much for being here thus far. If you haven't already, please go ahead and hit the like button, and please be sure to comment down below after the premiere, because YouTube doesn't always save the chat. And if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and do so. It's a whole vibe. You won't be disappointed. So at this point, I'm coming in with my rag, and I'm wiping that pink stuff off. I've already scrubbed it down, got all the grease off of there, just cleaning it up a little bit. Alright, y'all, so I did a short the other day showing me soaking these little burner things in vinegar and baking soda. So now I'm going to go ahead and pull them out. They were there maybe about 2 hours. I'm going to go ahead and pull them out and use my pink stuff and my scrub buddy thing and scrub those things with a little elbow grease and hopefully get them as clean as possible. They look better than they did, so that's the ultimate goal. Now, if I haven't said it already, I'll say it again, that the pink stuff, the stuff that I'm using, is gritty. So you want to be careful on what surfaces you use it on, because it could scratch your surfaces. But it works awesome. Like, you don't need a whole lot. But as you can see, that grime, that rust or whatever is coming right off of there. So I'm going to just go ahead. I only use a piece of that sponge, but I'm going to go ahead and rinse that off. Because I don't know about you, but I'm a little bit OCD. So if you need to rinse it off, if not, you could just keep going, keep scrubbing. But the bowl has no water in it. It's completely dry. So yeah, y'all, thank you so much again for rocking with me. This video is going to be just a little bit longer than normal, but it's a really deep clean that we had to do here. So I'm just going to repeat the process. I'm going to use a little bit of that pink stuff. I'm going to scrub, using my strength, using my elbow grease, and we're going to get that thing clean, y'all. I really hope you're enjoying this video so far. Please interact with me in the comments. I love to respond. Let me know that you were here after the premiere. Are any of you working on deep cleaning your stove or any other parts of your house? I'm interested to know. I hope that this video encourages someone to get up and get it done. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. What are you waiting on? What are you waiting for? No. Alright, at this point we're about a third of the way done. This project honestly took me 2 days because I still had to cook meals in between. So I would do 2 burners and then I would put them back together, and then I would do the other 2 burners, and then at the end I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I keep underneath the stovetop clean. Alright y'all, so again, here is the product that I'm using. It came straight from Amazon. It was about $5.90 some cent or whatever it says there. And y'all, I bought this about 6 months ago, if not longer, and I use it periodically to scrub the stove, but this stuff has lasted me so long. Now, this product is not sponsored or anything. I just really enjoy it myself for cleaning at home, and it's really cool because they just came out with the spray as well. So there's the burners. They look a lot cleaner than they did, but like I said, they're not going to be perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to the last one, and we're going to get this thing finished up, y'all. We're going to wrap it up here. Y'all, so finally the scrubbing has ended. They look so much better than they did. It is time to clean up this little mess and move on to the stove and finish wiping it down and scrubbing underneath the stove. So I'm curious, does anyone ever lift up their stovetop? If your stovetop is shaped like mine, or if it's a hot point, do you ever lift up your stovetop? Comment down below, let me know. I will say that this is not something that I even knew could happen until I was well into my 30s, and I'm not that old now. So yeah, you see all that grease and stuff that leaks down in there, that goes through the cracks, y'all? One day I'm gonna pull the stove out and I'm gonna get down and dirty back there. But in the meantime, in between time, this is dirty enough. Y'all, I'm curious to see, or not to see, but to know if anybody else takes the time to do this. Because me, like I said, I'm a little bit OCD. And just watching this video and trying to do the voiceover is making me cringe. But yeah, y'all, that's just the side of the countertop right there that I'm wiping off. And as you can see, that's all greasy as well. I'm not going to get too crazy up into that. I'm going to just wipe it off a little bit so it'll make me feel better. And then I'm going to go ahead and get into removing. Look, that's how you keep the inside of the stove clean, y'all, with the aluminum foil. Does anybody do that? Comment down below. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the old aluminum foil. I'm going to get that out of our way. I'm going to come in with the new aluminum foil. I just have 2 pieces, the length of the stove, the width of the stove, not the length. And yeah, I mean, it works wonders. Like when I go change that aluminum foil, it might be every 6 months or so. It's not even often. But when I go up under there, it's catching food from the top, but it's still pretty clean. And that's cool. So then we don't have so much work to do underneath, and we don't have to worry about grease or anything spilling down into the stove, causing the oven to need to be clean. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all, that's the trick. That is the trick, y'all. And if you haven't already liked the video, please go ahead and like. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. It's a whole vibe, as you can see. So yeah, it ain't perfect, y'all, but here you go. We about to put it back together. Now don't forget to wipe off your burners before you put your stove back together. Like me, I cook so much that there's a little bit of stuff that might be leaked on my actual burners, the little fire things or whatever that I'm plugging in. So yeah, don't forget to wipe those off. Well, just some water. I wouldn't use no crazy chemicals or anything and get the house all smoky or nothing. Yeah, that's me just letting you know that I'm wiping it off right there. I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. I have been doing a lot of different things, so I hope this angle is good. I hope that it looks better than my other videos. And I hope that I continue to come up from here. So y'all, please again comment after the premiere is over to let me know that you were here. Let me know what you think. Are you gonna try this? Is it too much work? Are you just gonna go to the store and buy new burners for the stove, or the silver things? Or are you gonna try to scrub them and get them clean? So there you go. Remember, I took my knobs off and I soaked them and all that. I used the pink stuff on the stove, and y'all, it looks pretty good, I'd say. There's some spots that just will not come off, cannot be removed, but it looks awesome, y'all. For some reason, I really enjoyed this voiceover. I hope you guys did too. That brings us to the end, and remember, be true to yourself, because if you're not true to yourself, you can't be true to nobody else. Bye-bye.